Today's Morning First Alert Weather Show is brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law.
Well, happy Monday, Mid-Michigan. I'm First Alert meteorologist Matthew Mondro here with your First Alert Weather Show, your morning update on this Monday. And I hope your work week has been off to a great start so far. I know the weather this morning has actually been pretty quiet. It's actually been quite similar to the mornings from over the weekend, so a little bit reminiscent of that beautiful weekend that we had, especially yesterday with some of those warmer temps. But as we go through today, just expecting another quiet day across our area. We really don't see the forecast becoming more active until tomorrow night, which will also lead into Wednesday morning. So that's our next round of a more widespread rainfall. That storm system is something that we've at least been mentioning in the forecast even since the end of last week too. Overall, no major changes to the forecast for that incoming rainfall there, but that system is definitely going to make for a pretty soaking wet commute on Wednesday morning, and the Wednesday morning bus stops, those are also going to be pretty wet, so students will definitely want their rain gear ready for Wednesday morning. But let's talk about right now real quick too. Just want to take you over to Birch Run. That's I-75, and you can see there everything looks pretty good right at exit 136. Just a little bit of snowpack there on the ground between the freeway and the on-ramp. And after another day of these warm temps today and even some of the sun, I would just suspect that even more of the snowpack in areas like that will be going away. But it looks pretty pleasant out there, still just a little bit hazy, and the haze should be able to keep lifting here for the rest of the morning just as temperatures continue to warm up. We already actually have 39 degrees coming in at the bottom right corner of your screen, and we'll even take you over to some of our current temperatures here. Let me go ahead and pull up just our current temperature map. On our current temperature map, we do have quite a few 30s, already some upper 30s, and then even some 40s out there too. So there we are on the temperature map. We have 39 in Saginaw, 39 in Flint as well, but already up to 43 in Owasso. Still holding on to 32 though in Oscoda, and then we have 31 in Port Hope. So a few places closer to the shoreline, just slightly cooler, but already starting to warm up somewhat quickly. And the highs yesterday, just want to recap some of these highs from yesterday too. That was certainly a mild day. It looks like not all the numbers are coming in there on the map. Let's see if we can get just a few more. Certainly was a warm day, and we did officially see some 50s, so there we go. 50 in Flint yesterday. We had 53 in Owasso. We even reached 45 in Houghton Lake yesterday too. So it was a pretty mild day. I would expect today to be just very similar to yesterday's temps once we go into this afternoon. But with that rain that we're tracking for tomorrow night into Wednesday, we are expecting that system to get started pretty much late in the evening tomorrow at about 10 or 11 o'clock in the evening, and then from there that system will carry over into Wednesday morning. After that Wednesday afternoon, our conditions will be turning a bit drier. But rain totals right now, looks like over 1/2 of an inch of rain is a pretty solid bet for the majority of the TV5 area. And one thing we could possibly see with this system too is a pretty large spread in temperatures from north to south, because the warm front may end up stalling out a little bit, and that could mean that northern areas get stuck in the cold all day, while southern areas could actually really enjoy some warmth that may even be a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday or what we're expecting for today as well. So certainly a bit more of a dynamic system moving through for that midweek period. And then the main theme after that is that eventually we do have a bit of a cooler weekend ahead of us. So this upcoming weekend we'll be back to the 30s, which is kind of a reality check because the temps this weekend are going to be much closer to normal for this time of year. We'll go ahead and take just a quick break though real quick. When we come back from the break, we'll take a look at the hour by hour for that rainfall, and then we'll also talk about some of those temperatures for Wednesday as well. So that'll be right after the break. All right, welcome back from that break. So we are still tracking that round of rain for tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. That really is going to be the next more active part of your First Alert forecast. Also, I am monitoring the Facebook live stream too, so if you have any comments or questions, feel free to add them there too. I will see them. Good morning to Cherry Hetrick in Gladwin. Beautiful and sunny. Thank you for the report. Yeah, certainly a nice morning out there too. So we're going to enjoy more weather just like this as we go through the rest of this Monday. So with that rain though, for tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, I do want to first alert our northern communities to the potential for some wintry mix or some freezing drizzle, mainly into our northern counties. And this is expected to be more so right at the onset of this system. So if you're farther south, definitely Flint, for example. Flint is an area that should just see rainfall entirely from this system, and even here in Saginaw, I would venture to say that really we'll see rain for pretty much 100% of the time from the system too. So there we are in the First Alert hour by hour at about 11 in the evening tomorrow. So you see that pink highlighting here on the map, that's the wintry mix or that freezing drizzle potential. And again, I think this is mostly just going to be north, some places like Gladwin, Standish, or West Branch kind of areas at that similar sort of latitude. And as we go throughout the overnight, especially heading into Wednesday morning, the rainfall will continue to move northward. So that's going to bring some warmer weather as well. Even if up north, even if you're stuck in the 30s all day long, you should still be able to reach up above freezing, so that would change any wintry mix or any sort of freezing drizzle just over rainfall, and any ice that might form up there too should also be able to melt away as those warmer temps come in. The hour by hour does show the rain just continuing though, especially for the rest of mid-Michigan, some pockets of more moderate rain at times too, so that's really going to allow those totals to add up. Once we go towards about lunchtime, this is 11 o'clock or even around noon on Wednesday, most of the rainfall is already out of here. So even though we'll start off Wednesday with really quite a lot of soaking weather, the afternoon is going to be a little bit of a different story than the morning. We'll still have the cloud coverage by then, but if you are, again, going to work on Wednesday, you are going to have a pretty wet drive to work in the morning, and those morning bus stops are also going to be pretty wet as well. Once we go through the rest of the afternoon, and this is mainly into Wednesday night, we could see potentially just a little bit of some lingering drizzle, mainly up north, but for the most part, once that system passes through, then we're really going to be quieting down again as we go into Thursday. And I do see a comment here too. Living in Au Gres, understand there might be something coming through today as well. Yes, let me touch on that real quick too. It is a very small chance for today. So here's the hour by hour for today. So first, we have the sunshine for the morning here. A little bit of a haze out there. And you kind of see this here on the hour by hour. Looks like my pointer arrow is not working currently, but we do have just that small little window of clouds that develops up north during the early afternoon. Very small disturbance moving through our atmosphere. It's going to likely bring a few showers closer to the Alpena area and even towards Gaylord, some of those areas in northern lower Michigan. But the chance of rain for anyone in our area, so Au Gres included, is pretty small. I wouldn't rule out just a very brief sprinkle there, but again, very small chance with that. You can see most of those showers on the map are out over Lake Michigan, or rather Lake Huron. So really not expecting anything too major or significant in any of our area, including Au Gres for today. But you'll likely see some more cloud coverage building up as you go into the early afternoon. And then once you go into tonight, you'll just have some more fog taking over again, kind of like we've had these last few mornings. So just wanted to highlight that there as well. But really, again, the big story in the forecast is going to be that system that comes in tomorrow night and then going into Wednesday morning. We'll move back over to the rain totals with that system too. So this is by Wednesday evening, so the rain long gone by then. You can see most of our area, we have some totals highlighted at over 1/2 of an inch. Some models this morning have even been pointing towards the possibility of about 3/4 of an inch, or even up to an inch of rain in some areas too. So this is definitely something that is going to be quite a bit of rain, or bringing quite a bit of rain, and really even at any point in the year, that's going to be a heavy rainfall too. So looks to be a pretty decent rain with that system moving through. And then by Friday, we'll have another round of some lighter scattered rain showers, potentially a few flurries on Friday too, but that chance there is definitely not going to be quite as heavy as what we're expecting for tomorrow night and Wednesday. And here's the temperatures on Wednesday too. I'll actually back the hour by hour up just slightly here, and you can see pretty clearly how the warm front may kind of stall out here. So Wednesday afternoon, northern areas might be stuck in the mid-30s. Again, still above freezing, but definitely colder, say, compared to Saginaw or Flint. Some of our southern spots, 60 degrees might be a little bit optimistic in some of the model data, but certainly should be able to reach the 50s if you're south of the warm front. So right now it looks like that could reach up to about the Tri-Cities region here, but north of there likely still staying stuck under colder temps. That should mostly just be in the 30s all day. So even though we do have 46 or 45 on the 7-day forecast for Wednesday, that is a little bit more of just kind of a catch-all number there, because it is hard to just really illustrate that big difference in temperatures across our area on Wednesday. So some of us will be quite warm and others will still be somewhat cold. But Thursday, pretty quiet day there. We've actually seen the temp trending upward for Thursday, so we now have 47 for the high and a partly cloudy sky. And then once we go into the weekend, we will see those temps coming down into the 30s. Normal high for this time of year is 32. So actually a fairly average weekend for this time of year in regard to the temps, and just a couple of small isolated snow shower chances for Sunday as well. And yeah, seeing there in the comments, Tamika, no problem. Happy to answer your question there. So yeah, really again, main focus for right now is going to be tomorrow night and Wednesday morning with that round of wintry mix and turning over into rain. But that's about all we have for you in the First Alert Weather Show this morning. So we are going to keep a close eye on that system for the middle of the week, and especially now we're in that window that we're getting high resolution data that keeps updating really every hour at this point now. So we're going to continually keep getting new information and new model data too that's going to be able to sample the system a little bit better. So as we get closer here, we'll be able to keep fine-tuning that forecast a little bit more. So tune in today at noon too, because First Alert meteorologist Diane Phillips, she'll also have another latest look at the forecast and another latest look at the hour by hour. And she'll also have another First Alert weather show coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So that'll be on all of these same live stream channels too. So be sure to tune into her. She'll have some more updates for the middle of the day. And then Chief Meteorologist Chris Easlick, he'll also be here for the evening with more updates by then as well. But in the meantime, hope that you have a great Monday. Enjoy this sunshine. Enjoy the mild weather too. If you like the mild weather, we certainly don't get it too often at this time of year. So take advantage if this is something that you're enjoying for today. But in the meantime, take care and stay safe.